We are going to do presentations for our group. So my name is Nurifa Christina Vidya-Uthman, MC-O21331622. So next, Fazila.
My name is Nur Fazila Hayin. My student metric number MC241031720. Next is Marianne.
Hi, good evening. My name is Marianne, and my metric number is UN24500-297.
Hi, I'm Anthony Kumar. My metric number is MC24093045.
And my name is Muhammad Hari Bahasa. My metric number is MC24103 2004.
Okay, so today we want to put up some facts on how certain fashion brands affect society negatively. For our speech, we'll be focusing on Zara, one of the brand retailers that is center of fast fashion, having a model that is financially beneficial. Zara has heavy social association issues, and we want to show that following. So we will provide recommendation to address these challenges. Okay. So Zara, founded in 1975, originally in Spain, it also became a fast fashion business strategies that retains on quick producing chips garments and responding to privileged fashion trends. It enables Zara to go from design to release within weeks. Then their inventory is consistently refreshing, incentivizing frequent purchases. So the specific model we are discussing today is about the main reasons why we consider Zara to a negative influence in society. So we are proceeding to imitation logo. As you can see, the difference between Zara original and imitation. First, we are going to see at the typeface, which is a style. Zara has a very strong vertical compression compared to the imitation that looks easy, and the lesser spacing between original and imitation. We can see that in imitation they have a few spacing within the alphabet, and also the stroke. The original have a very extremely tight in the stroke compared to the imitation, and lastly, overall, the impression for imitation looks so loose. And the feelings is kind of missed from the dramatic original Zara logo. That's all from me.
Thank you, Ifa, for the explanation. Zara has been popularly known in Malaysia as trendy fashion wear. It recognized as affordable fashion, but with expensive look that drawing the interest of many people in purchase and wear Zara's clothing. However, some people were frustrated with irresponsible designer that created and selling fake clothing along with fake logo of Zara. The main problem is the trademark infringement. It occurs when Zara's logo is copied and imitated without permission. A trademark is legally protected intellectual property and with unauthorized use can violate the law. It can cause to harm the brand financially. Moreover, it also undermines the legal framework that protect originality and creativity effort to the product. The negative influence in this, when such violence are ignored and become widespread, it will send messages to the other counterfeiter that stealing and copying someone's brand are acceptable, which encourage them to do more. This can lead to losing trust from some designer and companies that are invested to Zara's company by thinking that it is not worth of investing to the brand since it can easily be stolen. Other than that, it may cause consumer confusion, which is when counterfeiter using a similar and identical logo, buyers may not be able to tell the difference. This case results consumer unknowingly purchases counterfeit product by believing it is Zara's product. By looking at the negative influences, consumer confusion can lead to harm both consumer and the brand itself. all buyers will be disappointed with the quality of the fake product, and accusing Zara is lodging a poor quality standard of clothing. Incorrect sizing, also shorter product lifespan, which leading to frustration and wasted money. Additionally, when counterfeit copying the product by using some low quality product, poor stitching, or even cheap printing, consumer may think that these products belongs to Zara, which affect in damage to brand reputation. It also will make the consumer to think that it is better to stop shopping at the brand due to lost confidence to the design. The negative influences in this, we can see that this damaged reputation can lead to long-term consequences for both company and also the society. As for Zara, it causes to decrease in sales, weak customer loyalty, and reduce competitiveness in the market, which cause to downgrading the brand. Thank you.
What are the problems and how they negative influence society? So Zara's fast fashion approach may seem appealing, with fresh designs appearing in stores nearly every week. However, it contributes to a detrimental pattern of excessive consumption. Consumers are lured into purchasing more apparel than they genuinely require, often wearing these garments only a handful of times before shifting to the next fashion trend. This disposable attitude leads to significant amounts of textile waste that result in landfills, harming our environment. The next one is the cost to the environment is immense. The creation of Zara's clothing requires significant quantities of water, energy, and chemicals. Cotton cultivation alone uses thousands of liters of water every kilogram produced and depends significantly on pesticides that can damage the ecosystems. Numerous products from Zara are crafted from synthetic materials, which emit small microplastics into our oceans every time they undergo washing. Furthermore, the brand's quick production and worldwide shipping processes contribute to substantial carbon emission, contributing to the climate crisis. The impact on people is also concerning. Many reports have revealed unsatisfactory working conditions in certain factories that supply Zara, especially in developing nations. Employees frequently encounter extended working hours, inadequate salaries, and hazardous conditions, all to enable the brand to maintain low production costs and rapid turnover. This exploitation maintains economic inequality and raises significant concerns regarding the company's ethical obligations. Thank you. That's my part for today.
Okay, thank you, Marianne. Now let's talk about some solutions and things we can do to help fix these issues. So for the first slide is the fashion industry should design clothes that are easily to reuse, recycle, and or repair, which will reduce the huge amount of waste ending up in landfills or lower pollution. Fast fashions like brands like Zara need to improve their produce only what consumers or customers only actually want. This helps to avoid waste from unsold clothes. People should support brands that use eco-friendly materials or and treat workers fairly because this will encourage all companies to become more satisfactory to work with. Um, Other than that, supporting like sustainable brands can also like can create a market pressure on fast fashion retailers to adopt better or more ethical on business models. Next slide, please. For the second slide, it's the governmental regulations. Strong government interventions are necessarily to hold on fashion companies accountable. Law should be enforce transparency in supply chain, impose like penalties or like business that can produce like excessive waste, and offer like incentives for adopting greener and more socially responsible manufacturing processes. So, also the corporate social responsibilities, brands like Zara must take active responsibility by like sourcing raw material, sustainability, or like improving labor standard in their supplier factories. This can like be without corporate commitment or like systematic change in the fashion industry cannot be achieved. Next slide, please. Like clothes that last longer to we can use it like repeatedly. And second is second shop hands or like swap clothes. By purchasing secondhand clothing or like participating in clothing swaps with friends or like community groups, individuals extend the life of garments and help lower environmental like it doesn't we have don't have to produce more new items. We can just keep on reusing. Next, please. For the last slide is advocate for sustainable policies. Individuals can like support lawmakers or organizations for pushing for regulations that require fashion companies to be transparent and sustainable. Public advocacy and voting for environmental policies can create a regularity environmental that encourages ethical fashion. So the last one is raise more awareness. So sharing information and educating about the harmful effects of fast fashion encourages more people responsible by for purchasing their decisions. Increasing like people awareness strengthens consumers demand for sustainable alternatives and pressures companies to improve their practices. That's it from me. Thank you.
So it come to come to the conclusion so that Zara fast fashion model must continue to enjoy impressive style figure while democratic runway clothing and making it conveniently accessible and affordable for the masses. Uh, while this is commercially successful, it brings societal, environmental, and fashion industry wars. Descending trademark violation for rampant copying for of design, which will be damage our reputation and trust of brand. It come to result in unsustainable and unethical production of waste, environmental waste. Production of waste, environment waste, and worker exploitation in impoverishing region. With this problem, which comprise a web of overcompensation, lack of environmental awareness, and social injustice, citing in nature and thus inherently are not solitary. So in both corporate accountable and effective consumer for the action are in the order for the day. Companies like Zara and the fast fashion counterparts need to invest in social accountability by adhering a true supply chain, social labor and production ethics. On receiving at the end of the fast fashion model, a shopper need not only reject a cheap one, but more like a folding, but they will choose embrace ethical interaction and therefore they need to be empowered to act responsible to buying or make a purchase decision. There is need to snap out the fast fashion trap to the build of vicious fashion cycle for eradicating environmental issue, and upholding workers' right and social ethic. Measurement of speed and earning alone are not only a metric that fashion can be evaluated on, but fashion can be a journey to respect, protect, and inspire who they need to be evaluated for the true intervention. So that's all from me. So thank you, Miss, for hearing for our presentation from Group 6.